Ivan the Mayor here. I know you guys haven't heard from me I promised I would do a video every 2 weeks in 2021, but something came up. As I said, when my stepfamilies hacked my laptop last year, I thought I'll get my laptop fixed, but I called the shop the other day. I waited 6 months, as they told me to wait 6 months, and they pretty much told me they can't fix my laptop. That's how what. Again, that's how what. Look at my stepfamilies, obviously. Again, I'm no longer gonna talk about. I'm no longer gonna expose you all for how wicked you are. I think you guys already know how wicked you are. All I'm gonna do is talk about SkySource, me and my personal life, and the topic at hand. So my laptop got sabotaged, and the shop said that they can't fix it. You can obviously fix it, but whatever. They said they can't fix it, and now I have to restart. Now I have to restart my whole book pretty much. The good news is I wrote my book on my notebook, so all I have to do is just rewrite what I wrote, which is a shitload of work. I've been working every day for the past couple of weeks. I should be done in like March this year. So I won't be making my phase analysis until like March or April this year, until I finish writing my whole book. It's still the same story, everything, just a few tweaks here and there, because I wrote everything on my notebook just in case, obviously, because I'm smart. Smart move, obviously. But yeah, pretty much the stepfamilies hacked my laptop. My laptop, my file was saved on my desktop on my laptop, and the shop said they couldn't fix my laptop, so I have to restart. I have to restart to write ever. I have to restart and write a lot of my book, especially volume 3. I have to rewrite pretty much the prologue, chapter 1, and like volume 3, which will take me a good month and a half. If I write 20 pages a day, I'll finish in a good month and a half. So I'll make that content announcement sometime probably March, April this year. Crossing my fingers if nothing happens. And then I'll be making my ground editing announcement, design my map, and formatting. So this year, September, will be the time when I make that final announcement. Right? It'll be the time when I make that final announcement. Right? It'll be the time I make that final announcement. So yeah, that'll be the time. And you're only looking at 9 videos left of me, and I'm done, man. You guys are continuing to take me for granted. Like I said, the stepfamilies continue to take me for granted. Like talking about the whole world, you guys are taking me for granted. And you know, after I make that final announcement, I'm not making more videos for you. I'm peacing out for good. After you turn me into a porn star, after causing that horror mess and locking the doors on me, and also killing me, if you think for 1 second and sabotage my channel, if you think 1 second I'm making videos for you, I'm not making any videos for you. I'm no longer going to yell at you, world. I'm no longer going to expose you for how wicked you are. I think you guys know how wicked you are. I'm not going to waste my time giving my warnings when I already gave enough warnings. You better enjoy, to all those watching my interesting series, you better enjoy this interesting series while you still can. Because once I'm king, I'm piecing the fuck out of my wife, man. I'm piecing the fuck out after this. Yeah. There you go. So, good night, world. This is Ivan the Mayor here again. Just a quick note. From now on, I'll be making a video every 2 weeks. This video was 3 weeks later, but the reason why is because I've been hard at work working at my book for the past couple of weeks, and I didn't know that the shop wouldn't be able to fix my laptop. So because I have to rewrite my whole book, I've been busy the past couple of weeks, hence I've been sidetracked with working on my book. But briskly speaking, I'll be doing a video every 2. I'll be doing this video, which will be the accountant. Then 2 weeks later from now, I'll be doing the legal advisor. And after that, I'll end it off with the head of production. And after that, around April or early March, I should be making that content announcements. I should finish my book by then. Finish writing my whole book. Because while I'm writing my book, I'm polishing up my draft. So that way I don't have to wait. That way I don't waste time. So while I'm writing my book, I'm polishing up my draft. So around March or April, I'll be making that phase 3 announcement. Then I'll be making the other announcements afterwards. Right, you only have 9 videos left, man. Right, so this is Ivan the Mayor here again. Just a quick note. For now on, I'll be making the video every 2 weeks. I've said in my amazing videos before I end the remaining of this very interesting miscellaneous series that I started a year and a half ago. Because don't forget, world, you only have 9 videos left until the final announcement, and after that, Ivan the Mayor will be ending his series for good. So like I said, you only have 9 videos left of Ivan the Mayor on YouTube, and after that, Ivan the Mayor will be officially ending his videos for good, and you're still taking for granted. Because once I make that final announcement, I find out how wicked you are, I'm no longer going to think about my Sabotage channel. All I'm going to thinking about is getting this video over with, seeing my wife for after what, 30 years. I don't know how old I'm going to be when I see my wife. My guess is I'm obviously going to be in my 30s. Once I see my wife for the first time after so many years, after 30 years, I'm not making any videos. All I'm going to think about is being king. My wife won't even think about making videos. All she's going to think about is spending time with me. You know what I'm saying? Spending time with me, acting all these big budget movies and traveling the world. That's all me and her are going to think about. At the same time, we're going to feel on top of the world. We're the main attention every day. Every day you see trends of me and her are constantly on social media. It's a good feeling, man. And those actors are going to get to experience success and fame. The international success and fame with Miscellaneous. Last Over Miscellaneous was best book ever written, best movie ever made. Yeah. Right? Again, as I said in my last video, I'll no longer yell at you, as I already have made more than enough warnings and exposed how wicked and evil you world really are in my biblical system video. So for those of you who haven't seen my biblical system video, go back and watch that video. I think I've exposed you guys well enough in that video. Hence why I'm not gonna give any more warnings, because I've gave more than enough. My biblical symbolism video pretty much summed it up for my warnings. Okay, my biblicals, if you want to go back, if you want to get my warning, go back and watch the biblical symbolism video, which will pretty much sum it up for all my warnings. That way you know I'm not playing around. Right? You are really in biblical system, but you can go back and rewatch that, as I'm sure you do, but going back to what I said, from now on I'll only talk about my personal life with my wife, Sky Source, and the topic at hand. I'll no longer babble on about the warning, as I think you guys already know that once this innocent man, I'm fucking innocent man, finds out how wicked you really are, he is officially piecing out for good forever with his wife, and once he is king and queen with his wife, he will be living the life while the entire world is left behind and abandoned by God. So like I said before, once I'm king and my wife's queen with me, you guys will be left behind, you'll be abandoned by God, and I'll be living the life with my wife, feeling on top of the world day in and day out. So I'm going to be, every day I'm going to be happy, knowing that every day I wake up, I know, oh my God, when I go outside, people are going to take pictures of me and my wife. They're going to ask me for autographs. I'm a billionaire, I'm famous. It's a good feeling I'm going to be a star celebrity. Me and my wife are going to be star celebrities for the book sales, because you'll get the best book ever written, and especially the movie sales for lots of Miscellaneous movies. And those actors are going to be movie stars, big ass movie stars, acting the movie alongside me and my wife. You're looking at the devil himself, yeah. Looking the best we ever made for that. Right? Now, this is probably going to be an hour and a half video here. A good 3-part video here. Now, going back about, perhaps part 4. Now, going back about the secretaries. So when me and my wife sell in Vancouver, we will need 2 experienced secretaries who only worked in Hollywood, as C-list secretaries are out. Again, I only want secretaries who work in Hollywood. C-list secretaries are out, and I want 2 experienced secretaries who worked in the Hollywood industry, specifically the big Hollywood film companies. I don't mind secretaries who work for the television companies, but if there's a good chance if secretaries who work for the big Hollywood companies apply, there's a good chance of them hiring those ones. But all secretaries are welcome to apply, but C-list secretaries are out. I'm only hiring Hollywood secretaries. Again, you can pay them a rich $1 million yearly salary for 3 years and 9 months of the Last Over Miscellaneous movie. Again, you're looking at the best movie. You're looking at one of the best, if not the best. To say it's the best movie ever made is a stretch, but you're looking at one of the best movies ever made, or the best movie ever made. You're looking at like an amazing movie, man. Because I wrote the story, and I'm like, oh my God, if a lot of money was put into this and it's done right, you're looking at a better story than Star Wars, the original Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings, and Avengers. And those movies were amazing. Avengers was amazing. I didn't really like Endgame. Endgame had too much talking. But Infinity War, the first Avengers movie and Infinity War were really, really good. And yet, for Xanax, you're looking at a better movie than those movies. Lord of the Rings was really good. And yet, Xanax, that was adapted. Last Over Xanax, that was adapted. You're looking at a better movie than Lord of the Rings. A better trilogy than Lord of the Rings. The original Star Wars movie was amazing. And yet you're looking at a better, if adapted, this Last Over Xanax was adapted, you're looking at a better story than what? Than the original Star Wars movies. That's how good Xanax is. Yeah. Right? right? You pay them a nice rich woman, hence the sectors will be living a celebrity life. As if you're making a $1 million yearly salary, you can buy a nice like $2 million house in Vancouver. Hence, you can lease a nice Benz, a nice BMW, a nice Lexus, a nice Porsche for yourself. Like the celebrity, the sectors will be living a celebrity life with me, and my wife. Right, pay them a nice rich $1 million yearly salary for the 3 years and 9 months. They'll be making $4 million for the 4 years. A rich salary, obviously. Last Overseas movie, again, you're looking at one of the best, if not best one ever made, as I said before. They will get a nice buffet the 3rd and 4th year. So when the sectors are flown to Switzerland the 3rd and 4th year, they got a brand new trailer to sleep in. Excuse me, and then they get a nice buffet, like nice hamburger sliders, like the McDouble. You have your nice crispy fries. You have your potato option. You got your nice small pizza with garlic sauce. You got your nice fried rice with your sweet meats, your spices. You got your nice, large variety of salad bar, a bunch of salad options, obviously. You have your chicken wings. You have your ribs. And you have your all you can drink Coke, and you have your milk, your all you can drink milkshake. You have your luxury dessert. You have chocolate cake, white cake, cheesecake, apple pie, blueberry pie, strawberry pie. You can have apple crisp, and you have some different options of ice cream. You're looking at a top-notch menu buffet for the secretaries. Secretaries are going to be spoiled for the 3rd year and 4th year. They get a nice buffet. They also they could party up a luxury hotel party. They get featured on the pictures for the red carpet. Like they're getting spoiled, man. Yeah. They get to stay at the suites at the hotel. Remember those suites I showed you in my last video? They get to stay at a nice suite like that. Right? They go, yeah, a nice buffet the 3rd and 4th year. Get featured on business attitudes the 1st year with you and your wife. Again, let me show you some what I'm talking about. The business attitudes. Excuse the noise, it's a laundry, so yeah, if you hear some noise in this video, it's because some clothes are washing right now, so excuse the noise. Yeah. You're looking at. I'm going to show you the Friends cast shoot again. You're looking at top notch shoots like this. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're looking at a shoot like this. See the Friends cast? See how it looks top notch? You're looking at a top notch shoot like that. Like more advanced than that, because that's in the 90s. But you're looking at a top notch ad shoot like that for all my ad shoots. For the business ad shoots with the 16 the 1st year, the business ad shoots with the actors the 2nd year, and the 3rd year you have the training ad shoots. You're looking at attitudes like this. See that? You're looking at top-notch attitudes for the training attitudes with the actors the 3rd year, and the 4th year you have the character attitudes when they're in their costumes. You're looking at top-notch shoot like that. And I might even hang. Every time I do a shoot, I might hang a huge billboard on my building, where everyone in the city could see. I think it's something top-notch for that, man. Yeah, man. Right, so they're gonna get featured on shoots. I'll show you. So you're gonna see me, my wife, and the 16, like 4 or 5 shoots the 1st year with the 16. And the 2nd year, you have the business shoots with the actors. You can even sponsor the actors with clothing if you want to. You don't have to do that, but with a budget like this, you can even sponsor the actors with like their own clothes. You can sponsor them with suits, like a $2,000 suit, whatever it is. Suit. You can have them wear. I can have my team make the calls for like $2,000 suits, just the main actors, and you can even have them send them $2,000 suits. You don't have to do that, but we'll see what happens. You can sponsor them with even suits if you want to, like a $2,000 suit. Get their size in their shoes, and they wear their nice suits to the shoots if you want to, or you can have the actors bring their own, because the actors have money. They have their own pair of suits, obviously. I don't know. I won't spoil it completely, but we'll see what happens. Perhaps it might get sponsored with a nice $2,000 suit if you can afford it. No problem. You have 10 actors. It'll cost you a good like 20, 30, $35,000 for to sponsor them with suits for the bit, clothing wear for the. Actually, no. The actors can bring their own clothes. I'm not gonna sponsor them with just clothes. I'm not gonna spoil completely, but like they're gonna be wearing nice ass clothing, obviously for the shoots, for the business shoots. I'm not gonna sponsor them with just clothing. You don't want to spoil them completely. They have their own nice clothes they can wear. They have nice shoes and nice clothes they can wear. Just tell them. I'll just have my secretaries make sure you wear some casual clothing for the business shoes. They have clothes. You don't have to sponsor them with clothes. No, you don't want to spoil them completely. You know what I'm saying? Right? So we preach on the business attitudes the first year with you and your wife. Hence, they'll be living a celeb life in beautiful Vancouver. Again, I show you some pictures of. Let me show you some pictures of how beautiful Vancouver is. I need to show you these pictures, man. Vancouver is fucking beautiful. And I'm wasting time here. Yeah. Vancouver Island. No, not Vancouver. Vancouver Beauty, right? Yeah, look how beautiful Vancouver is. It's fucking beautiful, man. That's downtown Vancouver, man. So yeah, see the mountains? You have the nice view of the mountains. Me and my wife are going to build our $100 million rooftop condo here. See that nice, beautiful view of the mountains? You're looking at a beauty. That's how beautiful Vancouver is. And hence why Victoria Justice will fucking love Vancouver. She'll be like, Ivan, I love Vancouver so much. She'll be like, Ivan, I love Vancouver more than New York. Because Vancouver is a more beautiful city than New York. New York, I heard, is ranked top 25, but I'm surprised because I went there and it's fucking filthy, man. It's fucking dirty and filthy. Yeah. Here's another picture of downtown Vancouver. That's downtown Vancouver. The island, and you have a beautiful view of the Pacific and the mountains. See that? Me and my wife are going to be living here, and that's where SkySource will be. Our SkySource office will be in one of those buildings there. Because I want my office to be on top of a building. But if worse comes to worse, we can't find a building, we can build our own office. We can build our own office from scratch. But I want my office to be on top of a building. Like, you know how Suits, it's like on top of a building? I want it to be on top of a building, and you have the nice like SkySource sign. Now you walk in, you have a foyer, that's where the secretaries are, and you have 5 offices, and you have a big boardroom where we sign the contracts and do the concept arts. There's something top notch for that. Right? Right. Making these videos, please keep in mind, making these videos it takes effort, man, because I have to talk for an hour and 30 minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? So we live in the celeb life in beautiful Vancouver. I showed you pictures how beautiful Vancouver is. They'll not only be my administrative assistants, they'll also be taking a shitload of calls from the Hollywood agents, as all the Hollywood agents will be fucking calling my office when it's open for business. So once Skype is officially open for business, and my company's now in the agents database, all the Hollywood agents are going to be calling my fucking office like crazy, especially the chosen actors. They're all going to be calling my office. And my secretaries are going to be asking their agents, "Hey, what's your ask? How much does your client want to get paid for the movie and all that stuff?" Right? I'm not stupid. I'm not going to let these actors rip me off, but I already know how much I want to pay them, and they're all going to agree to how much I want to pay them, as they're not going to make this money in Hollywood. So making $8 million, $4 million, $3 million, $2.8 million is a good salary. That's how much A-list actors make in Hollywood. As rising stars get like $1 million in Hollywood, they don't get most A-list actors get like $3 million, $4 million for a movie in Hollywood, man. So me paying a rising star $8 million is a nice fucking paycheck. It's a fat paycheck in the bank, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me paying the actor for classes, I'm willing to pay him like $10.5 million, which is a good $7.9 million American. Which, as most A-list actors, $7 million is how much is considered a big contract now. You have to be a big A-list. You have to be an A-list actor to make that kind of money. So I'm paying them a shitload of money, obviously. All the agents are going to be calling my office, and the secretaries are going to be hard at work. They're going to be writing a shitload of ads for the casting calls, as well as the hard crew candidates for my 14 to choose the hard candidates, obviously. Taking calls from businesses, as Amazon will most likely call. A lot of companies will be calling a lot of companies will want to do business with SkySource because they know it's automatic success. Amazon will call. A lot of distribution companies will call them. And I want my company to be direct to 4K Blu-ray, so I'll be selling my 4K Blu-ray on Amazon. Amazon will get a nice 40%, while SkySource will get 60%. They're not getting any more than 40%. I'm going to be strict. The max I'm ever going to pay you, the max I'm ever going to go is 40%. I'm not going any lower than that. That's a good deal as 40% of what you're making for SkySource is more than 50% of what you're making for any other company. Yeah. Worst comes to worst, if Amazon's so greedy, I'll just do online. I'll release my movies online. But I'm not a fan of online streaming. But Amazon will obviously agree to 40% because they know I have the keys and know they're gonna make a lot of shitload of money on 40%. And so they're gonna obviously agree to the deal, obviously. Yeah. Right, they're getting a shitload of calls from Hollywood agents and writing a shitload of ads for the casting calls, as well as the hard crew candidates. Taking calls from businesses also. They'll also be my co-assistant producers as they'll be helping the four by making a shitload of business calls, as I do not pay you $1 million for nothing. So once the administrative work is done, once you create all your ads for the hard cast, for the crew, and your casting calls, and you call the agents, let them know, obviously, send them the schedules, all that stuff. Once you don't have that much administrative work to do, I want you helping the other four with business calls. I'll tell the four team, hey, I want you guys letting the secretaries know what you need help in. Okay, help us out with this, help us out with that. Because the four team, they're the bosses over the secretaries. The secretaries are the boss, but the four team supersedes the secretaries. So it's me and my wife, then the four team, then the secretaries. They're the boss after the four team. So I want you guys are in charge of the secretaries. Whenever you guys need help, tell the secretaries, let the secretaries know, hey, we need you to make calls for this, make calls for the doc, make calls for this. We need you to help us out. I'm going to tell the 14 that. Don't come to me. Me and my wife don't have time to tell the team what to do. No. You guys, I gave you guys the sheets. You guys have to discuss amongst each other what you want to, who's handling what, who's handling this. There's specifics, obviously. Like certain stuff a specific individual has to handle, but me and my wife don't have time to have all these people coming to us. No, like you guys, I'm trusting you guys to make the business calls and handle everything, making sure everything is on track, all that stuff. Whereas me and my wife make the calls for the main stuff only, and sign the contracts and practice lines where you guys are in charge of all the other stuff. Me and my wife don't have time for that, man. So me and my wife will barely be working. The only work we'll have to do is just make a few calls for the main stuff and just sign the contracts. That's it, and the rest is just practice lines and train and all that stuff. And since my 16 will be doing all the work, they'll be taking all the dirty work. My 16 will be doing. That's why you pay them a lot of money, because they're going to be hard at work, man. Right? As I do not pay you $1 million for nothing. They got to participate at the staff party on the last day of filming. You're looking at a crazy staff party in the middle of nowhere, right? Yeah, crazy staff party in the middle of nowhere, as well as it got featured at the red card event at the Burgeon Stock Hotel. Again, I showed you the video of how top notch of a hotel you're looking at. Me and my wife and the 6 team and the secretaries are going to be staying in one of those suites, man, for 2 days. Because for all my movies, I want to rent a luxury hotel, host a red carpet event there, and do a 2-day event, a 2-day party event, which is good. I thought of one day, but no, I think do a 2-day party event. That way, like they leave there having a great experience. The actors and 16, they all get the suite. Jeff Bezos gets the suites because I'll invite him to all the red carpets, obviously, because he's your distributor. He can stay in one of the suites. The 6 team stays in the suites, and the main actors stay in the suites, and everyone else they stay in the other nice rooms. So even though the other people won't be staying in the suites, they're still going to be staying in nice ass rooms. I'm renting like a luxury hotel for all my movies. I'm going to rent a luxury hotel for like 2 days, where you party up for 2 days, man. You have a DJ, you have all you can drink alcohol. I'll do a thing where you have all you can drink alcohol, like liquor, beer, all you can drink margarita, like everyone's getting drunk in the pool area. You look at something top notch, man. And that's why those actors are gonna beg their ass off, like, oh, Ivan, please, man, can you resign me? Like, I don't want to go to Hollywood. Like, please, man. I'm like, no, I'm not resigning you. You were good for Miscellaneous, but you're not good for the other movies. Yeah, I don't want the same actors in my movies, man. I want different actors. Yeah, there you go. Right. So secretaries will get featured at the red card event at the Burgeon Stock Hotel, experience the luxury suites, as well as partying up for 2 days at that hotel. And hence why after post-production is finished and the film file is edited and ready to be burned onto the 4K Blu-ray disc, because remember, I only want my movies on 4K Blu-ray sold on Amazon, right? After that's finished and their contracts are up, the 2 secretaries will fucking beg their asses off. We didn't want to resign them because they just had the time of their lives, got paid a shitload of money, and most importantly, they were saved and do not want to have their film be left behind. So not only will the actors beg their asses off, they're gonna fucking beg, man. Look, I mean, beg, they're gonna beg. Like, Ivan, please, like, I don't want to, like, some of them might cry, like, Ivan, please, like, I don't want to go to Hollywood. I had the best experience of my life. Skies feel so much better in Hollywood. I don't want to go to Hollywood. I want to be with you. I want to be in your next movie. You know what I'm saying? Because they also know I can pay them. I can pay them more money on average in Hollywood, obviously. At the same time, they just had a blast and they were saved. They got to experience that international fame. The secretaries experienced the international fame with their wife. They got paid show the money. They're living the celebrity life with their wife. They don't want they were saved. They don't want to have that hurt feeling being left behind. Hence, the secretaries are gonna beg. All the 16, everyone who works for my company is gonna beg me when to resign them. The crewmen are gonna beg, but I can't have the same amount of crewmen come every year. They're all gonna beg. Supervisors are gonna beg. Ivan, please, like, resign us. Like, they're all gonna fucking beg because they want to be saved, and they just had a blast. They just had a blast at the luxury hotel party, and they had a blast behind the scenes when when filming began. Yeah, they all had a blast. That's how special my wife are. Everyone who works for my wife will beg their asses off for me and my wife to resign them because that's how top notch Skyscrapers is. 25 minutes here, right? Right. They got paid a shitload of money, and most importantly, they were saved. I do not want to have that hurt feeling of being left behind like the rest of the entire world. Again, I told you so. It's not just the Hollywood actors who will beg after filming is finished, because they're going to beg their fucking asses off. The 6 team, specifically the 2 secretaries, will also beg, as their contract will be up, and they will not want to work anywhere else. That's how special me and my wife are, and that's how shitty your world will feel. So, just that shitty feeling that those secretaries don't want to have and those actors don't want to have, that's the shitty feeling you are going to have as you're going to be left behind about it. My God, as I'm not making any videos for you. 0. The count's already ticking, man. I'm already getting tired making these videos. The only reason why I'm making these videos is I want the new generation to have a record of poor Ivan. But once I get that check and I pay my dues, I'm not wasting my time making videos for you. I'm living my life, and you can live your life. I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Yeah, there you go. Another thing, just like actors will get interviewed by the media, there's a good chance the 6 team will get invited to speak also, as they are my assistant producers. There's a good chance when the actors get invited to speak at large venues. So once filming's finished, once the kick-ass best movie ever made, Last of Us movie is finished, and the actors are sent home, the electoral party happens, the actors are sent home, they're going to experience crazy fame, obviously. They're going to get interviewed by a lot of media. When Hollywood rents that large venue and interviews them, which they're all guaranteed going to do, there's a good chance that 16 will also get invited because they're my assistant producers. Now, I told you, I don't know who I'm going to hire, but for my script developer, you have guys like Jon Favreau, you have J.J. Abrams, you have those guys. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of candidates that are available for the script developer position. And if one of those guys are available, there's a good 70% chance I might hire one of those guys. Right? Right? So yeah, it's not just the actors who will get interviewed. There's a good chance the 16 will also get interviewed because they're my assistant producers. Me and my wife won't get interviewed because we're wide behind the scenes. But my 6 team, there's a good chance they're going to get interviewed too as well because they're my assistant producers. Hey, well, you guys will come and speak with the actors. Yeah, the journey of Zanus. Yeah, how scary is Ted? What was it like filming on set? I'm saying, looks like crazy for that. They're gonna have to double himself. Fucking double himself, man. Yeah. Right? There's a good chance the 6 team will get invited to speak also, as they are my assistant producers. There's a good chance when the actors get invited to speak at large venues before Last of Us comes out. So before the movie comes out, they're going to get interviewed by media, obviously. They're looking at something crazy worldwide buzz. Before Last of Us gets released on 4K Blu-ray on Amazon, right, there's a good chance the 6 team will also be asked to speak with the actors. And, right, as will not only beg, as the Hollywood actors will not only beg them to give IMVJ word, they will ask the 6 team. In other words, it's not just the Hollywood actors that those Hollywood actors will ask the actors to give IMVJ a good word. They're also going to ask the 6 team, hey, especially the script developer, hey, can you cast me? Can you give IMVJ a good word about me? But my script team is not going to do that, as everyone wants to be in me wife's movie. Yeah, you have to send in your reels. And you're cast and you're lucky. If you're not cast, and that's too bad. Right? Yes, the Hollywood actors will not only beg the chosen actors to give VJ and Ivan a good word, they will also ask the sixth team as well, like, hey man, can you give Ivan VJ a good word on me? That's how crazy it's gonna be with the Hollywood actors. And that's how much all the Hollywood actors will want to so badly work for me or White, because Skyscrapers is so much better than Hollywood. Shut my camera off here.